Hey, we always live Elvis.
Hey, Memphis Mafia Kid
And Teresa.
hey, here it is, Hump Day. It ain't my favorite day, but it's getting close. Hope everybody's having a good week. Y'all, real quick, we got to go to our last video with the uh, Priscilla made Elvis, or how did we put it? It was after kept Elvis going after Elvis passed away. Uh, and we've had gobs and gobs and gobs of comments, and you know, it's like I thought. We all sees it the same. Uh, I don't know where that come from or what comment. It was a question that was asked that somebody either read or heard. But we're all strong, us true Elvis family, on where we stand on that. So appreciate all y'all sending those in. Y'all today, before we get started on the birthdays and the prayers and stuff, I just wanted to say what I just forgot. Woo! Danny. What was I going to say? Man, I'm totally lost. Maybe it'll come to me.
Well, how about I do the birthdays and stuff? And then, okay. Oh, and I know they're going to ask about our fishing trip yesterday. Wasn't a good day to fish, although Danny did catch two. He caught a little brim and a little bass, but I didn't catch anything. I spent most of my time clearing.
She did, and she did a wonderful job. Wonderful job. She got
We're getting there.
We're gradually doing, clearing what we can, and then we're gonna have to get some. I'm gonna have to get Joey down, get some equipment in there, and really get on it. But we had a great time. Don't get me wrong. I just we didn't have fish for dinner.
No, it's too windy. I think it's too windy. Okay, so birthdays. Happy birthday to Matt, Rosie Robinson, Lonnie, Janae, Jeffrey John, and Teresa Smallwood. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, y'all.
And then prayers for Sunburst 38.
And I just want to say, Sunburst, on your comment, and you know what I'm talking about, go for it. I think you'll enjoy it. Y'all, we got some questions today, but I thought, just reminiscing in my mind, I thought I'd share a quick little story or two. I went to Graceland Junior High, which had nothing to do with Graceland or Elvis or anything, but it did set back over in the subdivision behind Graceland. And I played football. And one day we was out there, and it was hot. And we were running plays and practicing and doing this and that. And then all of a sudden, everything just come to an just stopped. And I'm looking around, and then I looked up. I heard motorcycles, and I looked up, and there was Elvis and Daddy and a couple other guys on the three wheelers had come to watch us practice. All the guys were just our coach, who went to school with Daddy and knew he was Elvis's cousin and stuff. He was just and it was like a big pot. My point being is Elvis just made you no matter what you were doing, and that was one of my proudest days because not only did I hear it and get the questions from the guys, it was just seeing the expression on their face that Elvis Presley had come to watch us practice football. So thought I'd share that with y'all. Another quick thing that was running through my mind is running around Graceland and playing and having all we had. I got to thinking that was exciting within itself. But I think more exciting was when we were there inside, knowing that any time Elvis was going to come downstairs. And it was just, to me, it was like, wait for it.
And then, kind of like Christmas morning.
Boom! Yes. And then,
excitement.
Y'all know he did it. He did it to everybody in this world, but even family, me. That was probably the most exciting thing in my life is waiting for him to come down and just look at him and watch him and hear him and be around him. But I thought I'd share that with y'all. Y'all, we got some more great questions.
Was that what you had forgotten about?
Nope.
Oh.
I still ain't remembered. Might not.
Okay.
62 years old.
I know. Okay. First
I'm
question.
retard.
No. Oh, man. All right. First question is from Mary McPherson. What do you think Elvis would have thought about Lisa being in Scientology?
I think we all know what he wouldn't have liked that at all. Y'all all know Elvis and you know, Christian he was and the faith that he had and I'll state it out. If Elvis had have lived, that would have never happened.
Killer Whale. Was Lisa up in her room a lot?
That's a hard one. Not really. I mean, she was, you know, at you know, nighttime, bedtime, whenever that may be, and you know, and at times, you know, before we got going, and you know, she was up there with her daddy. So yeah, I mean, you know, she was a good bit, but then too, I mean, as I've said, when Lisa was in town, we lived for every second. I mean, every second, wide open, from start to end. If we didn't really want it to ever end, I think y'all know what I'm talking about. I mean, I don't want to make it sound like no, she didn't, because she did. But we, you know, we stayed active and was all over Graceland and all over the grounds and you know, anything else we were doing, if we're going somewhere, you know, the movies or just out for a ride, whatever. But, you know, during her time, sure, she spent time. And, you know, there was times that we would go up, you know, and hang out in her room, you know, especially maybe if it was like a rainy day or something like that. But then again, we'd love to be downstairs, as I said, you know, in the pool room and stuff, or out of our trailer. So, but I would say she spent average time as a 9-year-old would spend.
All right, T. Hall. After Elvis passed, when Lisa came back to Graceland, was it the same with y'all as it always was?
No. You know, and as you know, you kind of knew it and felt it. You know, that was years later. You know, our whole life changed. I mean, we spoke and talked to each other, but then, you know, she was grown basically. I was grown, or we were starting our lives, you know, of being grown ups, and but no, it was, and I'm sure she'd say the same thing. It wasn't. You know, that was a great question, because I thought about that afterwards, and you know, memories and all that goes through your mind, and you wish, but no, it was not the same. It couldn't be the same. I mean, you know, Elvis wasn't there anymore. It wasn't a home anymore, and you know, we didn't skin our knees and laugh and shed our tears anymore there. You know, like we did. So it was not the same. Could not be the same. Great question, and thank you for asking that.
From Swiss Miss, Danny, during school time, did you have a bedtime?
Yay and nay.
Was it a suggestion?
Yeah, I mean, my mom and daddy had, you know, and we went to bed. We didn't, whether I went to sleep or not, that was a whole nother thing. Like I said, I always had sleep problems, but I would say through my friends and stuff, our bedtimes was never like other kids or other teenagers, and that's why a lot throughout the years, even, you know, after Elvis passed away, so many of our friends loved to come stay with us, you know, because we stay up stuff, even you know, and sometimes, you know, mom and dad let some of the guys, you know, come over even on school nights, and But I guess what I'm trying to say is our bedtime or curfew, if we had one, was a lot later. I mean, most everybody that I know, and some parents today, you know, with young kids, and even when I was little, didn't really have a set bed. You know, 8:30, 9 o'clock, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3 maybe. Something like that.
Okay. I'm just going to spell it out. Looks like EIJJ9F. Was Elvis a Democrat or a Republican?
Woo! I knew this question was going to come in, y'all. I'm going to answer it just like Elvis did. And then I'm going to say what I got to say. You know, Elvis said once, y'all have all seen it in an interview, that he was just an entertainer and he'd rather keep his public opinions and his opinions to himself. And I feel like the same. It's not for me to speak for Elvis, especially if he wanted any of that out there, he would have put it out there. And it's not for me. And I'm going to add to it, as I've added before. You know, I think y'all all know, take it as I say it. But that kind of stuff shouldn't matter. Not maybe it does to a lot of y'all deep. But you know, who you like, who you don't like, your favorite teams. That's what we all. That's what America's about.
This is different.
Right, and even politicians. That's why we have the freedom, and that we do it. And I'm even going to go out. This is just me, but I'm not going to break a friendship up or family or anybody else over something like that, especially of you know, who you might have voted for or who you didn't. Or, you know, this world turns, and we all get a little bit of what we like, and we all get a little bit of what we don't like. But right here, especially on this channel, we're here for Elvis Presley, his life, Lisa Marie, his mama, his daddy, his family, and that's, it's just not, it doesn't matter. I hope y'all kind of understand it, and I think a lot of y'all see it that way, but that just doesn't matter to me. Not, you know, I love a person for who they are and what they do, and you know, I can't stand some for that very reason, but it's not because of any of what I talked about.
Okay, the last question is from Janice Lee. When Elvis's autopsy is released, do you think there will be any difference in it that we don't already know?
You know, I'll be honest. I have no idea. You know, does my mind run wild and curious, or is that the word, or just I want to know if there is or if there isn't. I mean, I guess, you know, we'll all know, you know, when it comes out. I will say this, it's not going to change a damn thing in my mind. You know, we're all human. We all live lives. We all pass away in our own ways. So, like I said, y'all, that's a great question. You know, y'all have had some questions today that's been kind of tough on me, but who knows? I mean, there could be, and goodbye. I guess if you're asking, is there anything in the family that we talk about or might have known, or no, we're all the same. I mean, you know, I only know basically what y'all know. So you know, and not saying, you know, I want to think at times that there's not going to be any more, you know, any more to it. So, like I said, y'all, I guess we'll just find out. But hey, we appreciate y'all's questions. I'm sorry that I still can't remember what I wanted to say. I guess it'll come to me, and I'll bring it up in the next video. Yeah. Yes. Y'all, hey, keep sending those questions in. Like I said, we're getting great ones. As promised, I shared some small ones, but I'm going to have some longer stories for y'all. Like I said, this is going to be a year to remember. with Memphis Mafia Kid and Teresa, I promise you. But we're having so much fun with it. I love each and every one of y'all. Subscribe if you hadn't subscribed. We appreciate it. It helps us go a long ways. And until the next video, remember, we always live Elvis.